I'm recording. Now it's recording. Okay. So today our class is about SPSS, right? So as you see, dear students, this is the window of the SPSS. So there are two kinds of window. One is called data view. Another one is called variable view, right? So first you have to insert variable in the variable window or variable view. Then the corresponding variable you can enter the data. So if you take a look over the variable view, what is the first column name? What is the title of the first column?
The name.
Exactly.
Name, sir.
Name.
So there are some rules and regulation how you can write the names in SPSS, right? So consider I write y. What is the type of this variable y? Do you know? Okay, first I write y, then I type x1, then I type x2, then I again type x3 or x4 maybe. So what is the type? What is the difference between y and x1, x2, x3, x4? You don't know? The first one, y is called the dependent variable. X1, x2, x3 is called the independent variable. So it does not matter whether you can, it does not really make any sense, but normally people say that y is supposed to be dependent variable and x is called the independent variable, right? So how many independent variables are here?
Sir, 4.
4, right? So 4. So do you know what is the difference between dependent variable and independent variable? Do you know?
Sir, we can choose any kind of value for the independent variable, and the dependent variable depends on the independent variable.
The second answer is quite okay. The first answer has no meaning at all. So I tell you, okay, what is dependent variable? The variable we gonna estimate something. Based on the variable we gonna estimate something. Do you know the meaning of estimate? Do you know the meaning of estimate?
Sir, calculate.
Calculate. So calculate, it means this is a future thing or not future. So the variable which is gonna be calculated. Okay. So for the calculation of one variable, you need to take some other variables as well, right? Right? The variables that is used for the basis of calculation. The variables that is used for the calculation is called independent variable. That means which variable just help to estimate that particular variable is called the independent variable. But the variable which is gonna be estimated, that is called the dependent variable. You clear or not? Not clear, right? Anyway, so maybe we can so you can remind me later, okay? You can remind me later when I will have the specific example, then I will show you. Okay. So there are many rules and regulations how to write the variables names are here. So I am in which window? What is the name of this window? I'm
Variable view.
Sir, variable view.
exactly very good. So the first column is the variable name. The first column is called the variable name, and there are many rules and regulation of the name of the variable. So normally the variable name should be short. It can be notated by, the notation is like only the symbol, right? So that's why I write y, x1, x2, x3, x4, right? So if I give space, can you see space? So
Yes, sir.
and if
Yes,
I want to write y2, now take a look. You see what is the error here? Tell me quickly. I am not.
The variable contains illegal character.
That means you cannot give space while while you are writing the variable name. Okay, but you can use the underscore 2. I am doing the same thing, just I use the underscore 2. Now take a look, it works, right? That means
Yes, sir.
you can use underscore, you can use at the rate. Okay, and now take a look, try with the comma. Do you think it will work or not? What is your assumption? What is that? So comma will not work as well. You understand? So what? So there are some rules and regulations to write the name of the variable. You can hear me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so try to know what are the rules and regulations. So I am not continuing my lecture about this issue, right? Better to go. Now you have 5 variables. How many variables are here?
5 variables.
5 variables.
So this is called a variable name. And can you see the level? What is the name of this column?
Level.
Sir.
Level.
This is called a variable level because the window is variable, so you can say this is the variable level. Variable level is nothing but the description of the variable. So you can write anything here, and there is no rules and regulations are here. You can use the space, you can do anything, whatever you want to do here, right? So what is this? This is nothing but the description of why. Suppose selling price of flat. Okay, selling price of flat in Rangpur. Okay, flat in or at. What will be the article here? Not article, preposition maybe, right?
In, sir.
Okay. And what will be the currency?
Taka, sir.
Taka.
Only taka. It will be thousands taka. Thousands. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thousands, because you have to, like, the flat price will be like. Anyway, if you go to abroad, if you say the abroad people, hey, the price of my flat is 1 crore, 2 crore, they will not understand anything unless you convert it in the thousand. They will only understand like 100,000, 200,000, okay, 300,000. You understand what I mean? So if you go abroad, you have to use the international currency conversion. So never tell 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore. They will not understand anything. It's better to use the thousands as the unit of your currency. Okay, now let me know what is the type of this variable. Quickly.
Independent variable.
No.
Dependent.
Dependent variables. sir.
Dependent
Okay.
variable.
So what is the dependent variables? So selling price of the flat in Rangpur division, right? So, and the remaining variables are what? What is the name of these remaining variables?
Independent.
Independent variables. sir.
Could you please tell me some of the name of the independent variables for this purpose? You understand what is the purpose? You are gonna sell your flat. Now, what factors can affect your selling price, or what variables can be used to estimate the selling price? So the variables which are used to estimate the selling price is called the independent variable, and the variable which we're gonna estimate is called the dependent variable. Now my question is, could you please give me some example of the independent variable that will affect, or those can be used to estimate the selling price of flat in Rangpur division? Tell me quickly. And Anika, you can mark the students if the answer is correct based on my response. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell me quickly.
So the area of the flat of a square feet.
Exactly. Very good. Anika.
Space of flat.
Huh?
The space of flat or
So
space
the
of
same
room.
answer I can say size of flat. Size of
Space of room.
wait. size of flat in square meter, right? How to write the square meter? I forgot. Anyway, I just
I think it is like internet,
no,
electricity.
it's not that. Every home have the electricity. Next one.
Sir, Wi-Fi facility.
No. Just first, what is your like? What should be your answer? You have to first emphasize on the important variable. You are talking a very unnecessary but necessary, but that is not important like the size of the flat. So I give you only 4 variables, and Wi-Fi could not come here. Wi-Fi is important. It does not mean you will buy a flat based on the Wi-Fi only. You can set up your own Wi-Fi, right? Anyway, do you have any idea? Please tell me quickly.
The number of the room.
Number
phone
of the
number.
rooms.
Very good, very good. Number of the rooms. Then
Sir, floor number.
the same thing. Then
Accommodation.
no. Then
Accommodation.
no, it's not.
The amount of salt.
What? Tell me. Last one.
The amount of salt.
No, it's not. I don't understand really. Don't you have any flat or maybe the home? What you are talking about? Oh my God, crazy. You are talking about a very silly things and look like you are a school children and I'm a school teacher. Don't be like this. First two is quite okay. Size of the flat and number of rooms or number of bedrooms maybe. A number of room is fine. Then
Sir, rural area or urban area?
exactly. This is not exact. Can I modify your answer a little bit? It
Yes,
could
sir.
be location.
Location.
Location of the flat. That means if it is like near Arki Road, maybe the price is too high, and if it is like after the modern move, it's not that much high, right? So location of the flat is very important. Then what?
Sir, flat quality. High or
What do you
low?
mean by flat quality? This everything will determine, like all the variables can be used to determine your flat quality, like size of the flat, number of room, location of the flat, right? Okay, can I give one option for you? Maybe swimming pool, right?
Sir, our garage option.
Exactly. Garage. This is very important. Garage. Okay. So, what are the type of this variable? The first one and the rest one, or maybe what is the type of this variable? Tell me quickly. You had a very basic statistics course and you don't know anything about the variable. Oh my God. What is the type of this variable? Discrete or
Dependent
continuous?
variable.
The dependent variable.
First one is dependent variable.
Okay, I understand. Dependent. What is the another type? Discrete or continuous? Selling price. Huh?
Right.
What? Oh my God. Discrete or continuous?
Discrete. So discrete.
Exactly. So this is a discrete. Or really discrete. Are you sure? Selling price. Oh my God. It could be like 100,005 paisa. What matter? This is a continuous variable. And size of the flat?
This is discrete, sir.
This is discrete. Number of rooms?
Discrete.
Discrete variable.
Location of the flat?
Discrete.
Discrete.
Discrete, sir.
No, sir, continuous. Yes.
What? Oh my goodness.
No, not the flat.
This is a qualitative variable. Who taught your basic statistics course? What taught you the basic statistics? Hey, turn off your microphone. What taught you the basic statistics course?
Sir, Toshi ma'am.
Oh my God. Anyway, so there are mainly two kinds of variable. One is qualitative variable, another is quantitative variable. Quantitative, that means the quantity is of two kinds. One is discrete, another is continuous. So what is the type of this variable?
The qualitative.
Qualitative. What is the type of this variable?
Qualitative.
Can I change it? This maybe attached carriers, right? Attached carriers. Okay. So what is the answer of this variable? What should be the option? What should be the option of this variable? Do you have any idea? Okay, if you ask to you owner of the home, hey, do you have any attached garage? What is the answer do you expect from the owner?
So no.
Oh
Yes
my
or
God.
no?
Yes or no?
Exactly. So this is called the binary variable. This is another type. It's called the what? Binary.
Binary variable.
Binary means 0, 1.
0,
So
1.
so this is first. This is a qualitative variable, and another characteristics of this variable or the type of the variable is binary response. Binary response variable or binary variable. So you understand about the binary variable?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So the variable which has two dichotomous. Dichotomous means two values only, and success and failure. Success and failure. Yes means success, no means fail. That means you have no achievement. Anyway, so this is called the binary variable or binary response variable. So what is the type of this variable?
Qualitative.
Maybe one is
Location of
arcade.
the flat is qualitative.
Okay, qualitative arcade, right? Two is maybe half, right? And 3 maybe others. Others means park more and every places, right? What is that? What is the type of this variable?
Quantitative.
Exactly, quantitative. So no need to clarify, right? No need to classify these variables because and quantitative. What is the type of the quantitative? Discrete or continuous?
Discrete.
Discrete, sir.
Discrete.
Good. And what is this type of
Discrete.
variable?
Continuous.
Continuous.
Continuous. Good. What is the type of this variable?
Continuous.
Continuous. Continuous.
Continuous.
Okay, so good. So what we learned so far, the name of the variable, right? And the level of the variable. So what is the difference between the name and level of the variable? Could you please tell me, anyone, very quickly? Then I can go to the next topic. What is the difference between these two columns? One is called the name of the variable, another is called the level of the variable.
Sir, in the name column, we can use dependent or independent variable, or on the other hand, on the level column, we use the description of the variable.
Particular variable, right? So
Yes,
in this column, we can insert the name of the variable in notation based, right? Notation
Yes, sir.
based, and
Yes.
there are many rules and regulations are here. You cannot insert the variable name by your choice. Better you have to use some rules and regulations. Like as I show you, you cannot give the space here, right? You cannot give the space here. It will not take. It will not take because this is a variable name. This is a short form of the description of that variable. But in the description column or the level like description of the variable, you can write anything here, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, this is the continuous. Do you have any idea about the decimal? What is mean by decimal? What
So
is called the
decimal is a number system.
decimal is a number system. Anyway, so what we enter when we enter this one, automatically there are some built-in information added in your where built-in information added in the window, variable window. Now take a look at the data view. Data view, you see automatically y, x1, x2, x3, x4 automatically rename. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose we delete everything. Okay, how we can delete? Select all the thing, then right button. What should I put here?
Sir, clear?
Clear,
Play
sir.
here. So now take a look. You see nothing is here. How can I go back to my previously entered data? Control Z. Right?
Control.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now take
Control
a
plus
look.
Z.
Now take a look. The variables already insert here. Okay. So now take a look at the decimal value. Decimal value. So everywhere there is a built-in 2. Built-in 2. So what do you think? This is logical or not? Okay, take a look here and take a look here. Now I go to the data view. What is the y? What is called y?
Independent variable.
Dependent variable.
Dependent variable, sir.
Yes, this is the selling price of the flat. This is the selling price of the. Now we're gonna enter the data. Suppose the first home is in RK Road, right? RK Road. So someone please tell me in thousands, maybe 100,000 is like 1 crore, right? What do you mean by 100,000? You don't know.
1 lakh.
Then what about this one? Anyway, so
10,000.
anyway, so could you please
10
take a
lakhs.
look? Take a look the decimal value. How many decimals value are here?
Two, sir.
2,
Why
sir.
2? Why 2? Because 2 is there. Now I put 0 here. Now I put 0 here. Now take a look.
0, sir.
So what do you think? What decimal we should use here? 2 is okay, right? 2 is
Yes, sir.
2 is quite okay. So 2 is okay. So what about the x1? Size of the flat. Size of the flat. So tell me 1500, right? 1500 square feet. And what is the number of rooms? Tell me quickly.
Sir, 5.
1500 square feet, 5 rooms. This is really it's not normal. It's abnormal. See, 1500 square feet and 5 rooms. I think it should be 4 or 3 maybe. Maybe it's 4 rooms. Okay. So this is logical for decimal. Is decimal really necessary here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So we can
Enter
use it.
0.
0. Good. Then what's about the location? We need the decimal here.
No, sir.
No, sir.
0. What about the attached carriage?
No.
Okay. So now we take a look. What is x3? What is x3?
Location of the flat.
Location of flat.
What will be the value here? Any value. But I told
Any
you.
value. 1, 2,
1,
3,
2,
or
3,
Yeah.
any.
Okay. Try to write 4. Can I write 4 here? 4?
Yes, sir. We can write.
Really? You sure?
No, sir. We don't have included 4.
Okay, let's see what happens. But it takes a 4. Why? So there are some other method also. I will tell you later. Right now we can write 3. You can write. See, what about the x4?
Garage.
1, sir.
1, sir.
Garage.
Okay, so suppose I don't give anything, just change a little bit here. Okay. You see? So now what you can learn? You learn this one, you learn this one, you learn this one also, right? And this is important. Type of the variable. So what is the type of this variable? We can take a look. What are the different types are here? If I click here, numeric, comma, dot, scientific notation, date, dollar, custom, string, restricted numeric, which is the like this is okay, or I have to change this one? Selling price of the flat. Huh? Numeric is okay. So try to know what are these. Okay, try to Google search. What are the description or what are the explanation behind these variable types built in SPSS, right? So this is like different things in SPSS. So these are not the true variable type. Anyway, then what is the size of the flat? This is okay or not?
Numeric. Okay.
Number of rooms?
Numeric.
Numeric,
It would
sir.
be numeric.
Location of the flat?
It's not numeric.
Yeah, that is the main problem. This is not numeric, but we already convert it in the numeric because we already mentioned that 1 is RK Road, 2 is Dhab, 3 is others. So this is not really numeric, but we already converted the data into numeric, because if you cannot convert the data into numeric, can you analyze something? You cannot calculate anything. Suppose you write RK Road Dhab Do you think you can calculate something? You cannot can calculate something because until or unless you convert those things into numerical figures or numerical observations. So in reality, this is a string. This one is a string. String means not numeric. Okay, but we already converted the data into numeric 1, 2, 3 because how we write, you see 1, 2, 3. So it will be numeric also. What about the attached garage? This is also
Numeric, sir.
this is also
Numeric.
numeric. Suppose now I am gonna write another thing, and this the type is date. The type is date. Now what I have to write here?
Sir, date, sir.
The date.
Exactly. Date. So what is the format? So there are many formats. So I think
Date,
in
month,
Bangladesh,
year.
this format is used, but in America, month should come first, maybe. Anyway, you can take a look. So it will be date. So you have to put here date. You see? Say, it does not take. So what should be the format? Maybe like this. Yeah, you see, 15 October 5. I don't know. Okay. So you understand? Okay. So you already know about the name of the variable. You already know the type of the variable. You already know the decimal. You already know the level, right? And values. Now this is important. You see the difference between 5 variables are here. Could you please tell me the differences are here? We talked many things. First difference should go the type of the variable, right? This is the main difference. But what are the other differences? It has some value, right? 1 and 0. 1 and 0. It has some value also. 1, 2. That means the predefined class. Predefined classes. These two variables have predefined classes. So what we can do here, we can write here, click. Okay. So what are the value? Value 1. And what is the level? Level is nothing but the description of 1. Level is nothing but the description of 1. What I have to write here?
RK road.
RK road, sir.
RK road 2. What will be the 2? Exactly what you write there, you have to write the same thing. Otherwise, your data will not gonna be the good for analysis. What will be the 3 here? 3.
Others.
Others.
Now go to here. If you click here, anyway, so if you cannot write something here in the analysis, this name will not come. This name will not come in the analysis. Suppose you are gonna construct a graph. In the graph, in the vertical axis or horizontal axis, you will have the numerical value only until or unless you put the values here. So what will be the next one?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
0,
Zero,
level no.
No.
Exactly. So now you know about the value. So what about this one? Do I have to write something here? Tell me quickly.
No, sir.
No. What about this variable?
1000. 1000.
This variable?
No, sir.
This variable? No. Right? Because there is no predefined class. There is no predefined class. If I say like this, number of room, that means 1, 2, 3 is equal to 1, 3 greater than 3 is 2, then this is a predefined class. But this class has no meaning at all, right? But this 2 class has a lot of meaning. You understand? Anyway, so name, you know already name, type, decimal, level, values, right? Okay, now take a look about these things. What is the name of this one?
Align variable.
Alignment. Okay.
Align.
So what is alignment here? You don't know.
Sir,
Right, sir.
Right
Exactly.
element, sir.
So what is the name here? Right. So we can
Right.
change center. Right. So what is the difference between right, left, So do you think it will make a big change in your analysis?
No, sir. No,
No
sir.
change, because you already analyze in Excel. You can do the same thing in Excel. If you change the style of the alignment, like center or middle, it does not make any sense, or even it does not bother your analysis, right? Or it does not have any disturbance of the analysis pattern. Of the analysis pattern. Okay, so now you see the change. Some changes has been made here. What are the changes here?
Sir, center.
Center. So this is very easy thing. Now you already know about the name, type, decimal, level, right? And values and alignment.
Alignment.
What do you want to know now? So do you think there is a missing value here? Missing value means, did you missing something here? No. So better try to hear none, none, none. You don't want the data will be missing. Okay, you don't want. So better to use none here. You understand my reason?
Yes, sir.
And you can take the help of Google. What is mean by missing in SPSS? You already know the column. Now the column. Maybe the column is like, what is the minimum column you can use? Column, right? Minimum. That means 8 minimum. So maximum can be 100, 1000, right? So this
Yes.
is not all. This is not important at all. So this is okay. This is okay. What next? Width, right? What do you mean by width? If I use 0 here, 0, let's see. You understand?
Yes, sir. 1 and 40.
Okay, let's try to input 1. You understand? Try to read.
Yes. Sir, here's a decimal is 2.
Exactly. Then what happened? You don't understand. Oh my God, it's very easy thing.
It's the cell word, sir.
Maybe it could be. Who told you? Who told me?
Sir, Anika.
Okay, good observation. Maybe. So if I write 3, what can happen? First tell me what is the size of this one. What is the width now? According to your answer.
Wi-Fi नहीं.
Sir, 8, sir, now.
Now wait, 1, 2. Okay. Now try to put 3. What happens then? What do you think?
So the cell will be small.
It takes 3. You see? You see? No change. So this is the answer is not correct. But if I write 2, what happens?
Too large.
Anyway, this is your assignment. Okay, try to know about these things. Very easy thing. Very easy. Okay, I already give you the idea. I think you can do it. Now you know about the name, type, width, decimal, level, values, missing column, alignment, measure, and rule. These 2 are important.
Sir,
Yes.
I think it's the number
Number 1.
that we can input. Like decimal, we need 2 numbers at least. That's why we can't input 2.
Okay. If I write decimal 3, if I write decimal 3 here, then can I write 2 there?
No, sir.
What?
Then we can write 2. Okay, that's not
Okay,
correct.
try at home. Don't try this at home. In wrestling, they told you don't try this at home. This is not good, but you can try this one at your home, because this is not harmful like the wrestling does. Okay, you cannot injure, you cannot make injure to your.
Sir, if we input decimal 3, then we have to take the white 4.
Right?
1 larger maybe.
Okay. Let's try. This is a good answer. Let's try. Wow, good, right?
Yes.
Anyway, try to make sure and try to answer me in the next class. Okay. And what is the exact explanation about this? Okay. So that next 2 is the measurement. Do you know the measurement of the variable? I don't know why your course teacher did not make you learn about the type of the variables and level of measurement. This is very important in statistics. Anyway, do you know the level of the measurement? Okay, I can tell you there are 4 levels of measurement: nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio. Do you know that? Nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio. Okay, forget about nominal, interval, ratio. So how many options are here? 8.
3,
Sir,
sir.
3. Sir, 3.
One is scale, one is ordinal, one is nominal.
Nominal.
So mainly these are the main 2 types. So what is ordinal? Consider I give you one example, like lecturer, assistant professor, professor. Okay, this is the ordinal variable, because you can order the variable. But nominal is nothing, just the name. Suppose I put Anika first, I put Raka second, Samrat in between Anika and Raka. Does it make any sense? It does not make any sense. I can put Samrat in the first place, maybe Raka in the second place. It does not make any sense. Okay, so the variable which can be ordered, and the ordering has definite value. Okay, or logical, this is called the ordinal variable, and the variable which has no ordering. That means if you can order, but the ordering has no definite value, but the ordering is not logical. In fact, it does not make any sense. In fact, then it is called the nominal. So, as the name suggests, nominal is nothing. The name of something. Name of something is called nominal. The ordinal can be quantitative variable, discrete, continuous, something. Okay, you understand? Like your GPA 3.5, 3.6, 3.8, 2. What is the type of the variable? This is ordinal, because if you order the result, it does make sense. Okay, but if you order the name, it does not make sense. That means the variable which cannot be ordered, which indicates name only, this is called the nominal variable. The variables you cannot order, you can order, and which are not indicating any name, something. So this is called the ordinal variable. You understand what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now
sir.
tell me what is the type of this variable. So better, this is not type, this is the scaling. This is the scaling or the measurement of the variable. So what is the measurement of this variable, or what is the scale of this variable? Selling price. Hey, tell me quickly. Oh my God.
Sir, ordinal.
Ordinal. It should be logical. If you suppose you have 5 prices of flat, if you can order, you can easily understand which flat is higher rank, higher price, which flat belongs to lower price. Okay, so you can easily understand about the measure based on the measurement. Okay, and what is the type? Second type?
So ordinal.
It's also ordinal. What is the second type?
Sir, ordinal.
Ordinal.
Okay, so what is this one?
So ordinal.
Why? I think nominal. What is this one? I think nominal. So if you are not sure, maybe you can put scale here. Okay. What try to understand? Okay, you have 2 assignments now. One is what is the level of measurement and what does it mean, and what is the width. These 2 assignments you have to know by yourself. Okay, in the next class you will tell me details. You will tell me in details, and the role maybe, and the role also. 3 things: measure, role, and wait. Try to go googling, right? Try to Google, or try to search, or try to learn from the YouTube. Okay, so this is the SPSS data entry. SPSS data entry. So suppose now I'm gonna save this file. How can I save this file? Go to the file. Then, do you know the difference between save and save as?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
By save as, we can input, we can find the location and then save. And by the save, it will.
Sir, in the save as we could rename this file.
No. Okay, you can do everything. Whatever you are telling, that is correct. But what I want to know, the first job you are gonna perform.
Sir, at first we save this file.
Exactly, the first job
Fast file, yes.
you are gonna start.
At first we
That
save
is
this
called the
file.
save as.
Again,
So after the saved file, if you want to work in your previous file,
if you want to edit or write something, then
Exactly,
we will
Then we use save.
anyway, so no problem. So you can click the save. So someone tell me it will show you the location is true. So maybe I can save in the desktop, right? or anywhere. So you can run, you can maybe use the real estate data, maybe real estate, right? Data. And what is this is called the extension. What is the extension of your Excel file? Do you know?
Sir,
So
Excel access
Exactly. Dot Excel
Excel.
access. And what is the extension of SPSS file?
IBM
Dot
SPSS.
SAV.
Dot
SAV.
SL.
So there are many. Okay. So this is the thing. So I save it. Okay. Now what I can do? Suppose I want to export. Do you know the meaning of export and import? Okay. Suppose I want to use this data into Excel sheet. So what I have to do? Export or import?
Export.
Export, sir.
Exactly, export. So go to the file, then try to find the export data. What is the export here? No export. Export. What kind of file you want to export?
Excel.
Excel. Okay. So maybe this one, the desktop. Okay. Now take a look. How I can go to the desktop? Do you have any idea?
No.
How can I go to desktop from here?
Sir, minimize it.
Okay. And I want to show you another thing. Right click here. Right click. Right click here. Oh, it's not working. But you can see show desktop. So desktop. What you can see my picture. So there are two files here into my notes. So I don't want to show my face. Okay. Or maybe here. Like I love this two files. Or maybe one hand, another hand, right? Okay. So can you see these two files?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is the inputted data from SPSS, right?
X.
But there will be some differences, of course. Let's try to see. What is the differences? You have the Y, X1, X2, X3, X4, right? And all the data as well. What is the differences then?
Alignment.
Oh my God, alignment is not a big thing. You can do it the alignment as one. Now I am doing the alignment central. Then what? You don't know.
So
There
variable,
is exactly
variable view.
there is no variable view here.
Yes,
There
sir.
is no variable view. Anyway, you can just analyze, right? This is also important. So today, what do we learn from today's class? We learn first. Tell me, somebody please tell me. Could you please summarize our today's topic? What do we learn in our class today?
So we have learned about SPSS and the specification how to work in SPSS by using some variables.
Okay, I tell you what you have learned. You have learned many things. First, how to install SPSS because I already told you. Try to install. Then number two, how to enter your data in SPSS. That means data entry. Data entry. This is not data. I already told you. Data means kochu shaket data, lal shaket data, right? Or maybe some data. But data should be English pronunciation should be data, right? So we learned about the data entry, how to enter the data in Microsoft, not Microsoft, in SPSS, right? So you see, this is the IBM. Before it was only SPSS. SPSS for statistical package for social science, statistical package for social science. But the name has been changed because IBM bought it. IBM bought it after having the what should I say owner of SPSS by IBM. The name, what is the name that? Superior Performing Software System. So previously it was statistical package for social science. Now the name changed to superior performing software system. And the company IBM, you already know about this company. So this company now is the owner of SPSS. Anyway, so then you already learned about how to enter the data and how to enter the variable, right? And what are the rules and regulation of the variable's name when you're gonna write the variable's name in variable view? So there are two variable view, data view and variable view. First, what you have to do? First, you can enter the name of the variable. Then you can make some specification about the particular variables are here, right? That means mentioning the type with decimal level, value, spacing, column, alignment, measurement, right? And rule as well. After that, it will be ready for you to enter the data. Then you can just start entering your data are here. Then you can save. Also, what you can do, you can export your data into Excel. Another thing is that maybe you can import the data from Excel as well. You see, go to the import, then Excel, then real estate data. Okay, so maybe you can do some range or many manipulations here. I'm not going over this one. I just want to click. You see what is the difference? You see, there is no level here because the Excel data does not have the level. But you can try. Maybe you can use a level in Excel. Then directly the level also can be displayed here. You can try. You understand? So we learned about the import and export from SPSS to Excel and Excel to SPSS, right? So this is the end of today's class. So in your next class, I will give you some assignment regarding the data entry. So I am going to give you a data, okay, tonight maybe. So what you have to do, you have to enter the data in SPSS. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay, I will let you know the class schedule also. Maybe tomorrow. One day is enough for you to enter the data. It's a matter of half an hour. So you can enter the data, okay? So next class, your data should be entered. Then I will start my class. Okay, so do you have any questions, dear students?
No.
No question. There is no question. What? Tell me. Yes, students, do you have any question regarding today's class, like regarding SPSS learning? No? No.
No, sir.
Why no? There are two meaning of no. That means you learn many things, or maybe you learn in a clear, you had a good understanding. You understood everything. That's why you have no question. And the another thing is what? What is the another thing? The another thing is that you don't understand what you understood, right? That means you did not understand anything. মানে বাংলায় বলে এটা আমি স্যার কি বুঝি নাই সেটাই বুঝি নাই।
Sir, we will find our problem if
I told you, do you have any question? Whatever I tried to make you learn in this class regarding the SPSS learning. So you told me, sir, no, we have no question. What does it mean? Tell me the meaning. Show me the meaning. Broken highway, like a broken something. What? Tell me, sir, we have no question for this reason. Oh my. Why you don't have any question? You should tell me at least, sir.
Sir,
Okay,
I
well,
have a question.
Okay, tell me your question.
Sir, if you
Question.
give us one day to install the SPS, because we are most of them are staying in our house, there is a little bit internet problem.
Okay, so take your time, one day, okay? So the class
Yes,
will be held on day after tomorrow. You understand what is the day after tomorrow? So it will be, today is Sunday, right? So day after tomorrow will be Tuesday. So your class is gonna be held in Tuesday. So you have 48 hours at least, right? So
Yes, sir.
in 48 hours, if you cannot install, you saw this guy have all time lot of problems. This Samrat guy.
Sir, I am in house, sir. That's
Anyway,
why
the
I have
problem
internet.
comes from you. Nobody tell me anything. He told me everything. Anyway, so I'm gonna give you one little problem. You can take your time. Okay.
Thank